I think, at halftime we just kind of thought about, just analyzed our team. None of them have played. Actually, 3 or 4 of them have played at this level. So the other ones that haven't played at this level, it was a big stage in which you have to have a lot of experience and knowing how to deal with it. I thought the game settled down after halftime. Unfortunately, we dug a hole that was too big for us to get out of. But I just thought the game slowed down for our entire team, and we saw exactly how we can make an impact. It was just a little bit too late.
How valuable will this experience be moving forward then?
How will it be?
How valuable will the experience be?
Oh, it's very valuable. In that I think the majority of our team will come back. We'll add some great talent with our freshman class, and I think the mix of talent, experience, will help us, have, maybe erase this result. But we got to get back here. It's a long, hard journey to get here. But I will say this: I think this is the game in which I thought was our potential. If we far exceeded this, it was probably we overdid our potential. But this was the game in which I thought we did too.
You said you think everyone will come back outside the seniors. Are you
Did I say that?
Yes. Is that?
No, I don't think I said it in that context.
You just mean the seniors aren't coming back.
The seniors, yeah.
Okay.
The ones that aren't coming back.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a part of. I don't know who's not gonna come back. It's very easy to transfer. You just put your name in the portal, and it's over with. Sometimes we don't even know about it, but I anticipate having everybody back. If we don't, we'll actually have to go in that portal and start looking at players, because we got to fill a roster.
Back to the game itself, though, just in that first half, from your vantage point, what went wrong and allowed Baylor to really impose what they wanted to do to you, as opposed to you guys dictating the tempo and pace?
Well, I just thought we were a step behind. I just didn't think we dictated defensively where we wanted that ball to go. Obviously, when you're game planning, it looks good as you're game planning, but when it's the actual real thing, you're a step too slow. And we had stretches where there were lapses in executing what we wanted. I thought when we actually started doing it in the second half, you could see it working. But again, the stage is a big stage for those players to have to perform and do it for 40 minutes. That's hard. You got to gain experience. When you got your first job, you weren't as smooth and dapper as you are right now.
I wasn't even 4 years ago.
Yeah. So it takes some time. I'm happy with the experience. I'm happy with some of our younger players being able to be in this type of game, and hopefully they'll utilize it next year.
Coach, do you consider this a successful season?
The competitor in me says no, but when you really have to look at what we were handed as far as who was on our roster, the inexperience that was on our roster playing at this level, the injuries we had very early on, it took us a while to kind of get to a place where we had good chemistry and people had a really good understanding of their role. Sometimes it took us almost a quarter of the season to define roles, because we were that banged up that we couldn't say, okay, Alexis, we're going to go into you every other time, where we had to ease her in and actually play through our guards. And then once she got healthy, we had to change that around a little bit, because she's someone that is very efficient in the paint.
Coach, you mentioned the future with that incoming class coming in, and then with Latasia being here early, learning, soaking things up. How excited are you for the future, given that you got a senior point guard in Ty that can still lead the show, and you basically reload and probably get here next year or even beyond?
I'm super excited, but that team next year has to mesh as quickly as possible, and there are going to be some issues, I'm sure, just having an experienced player and then bringing some of the best high school players into our system. The high school players are going to have some transition as well, because it's not as easy as high school. It's much more difficult to do what they did on the high school level here. So I like the challenge. I like the work that's cut out for us, and I hope that we can get back to this point and compete a little bit better.
Coach,